Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back with Balebila in English. How are you today? I hope you are fine, always happy and healthy. In this lesson, we're going to study about direct speech and indirect speech. Okay, are you ready? Get your paper and a pen because we're going to grab some new information about English. Let's go. Direct and indirect speech. The contents of the lessons are A. Direct or quoted speech, and B. Indirect or reported speech. A. Direct or quoted speech. We rarely write direct speech unless we include dialogue or quoted speech in our work. And of course, we read direct speech all the time, both in newspaper quotations or in novels and short stories where the characters speak to each other. Please remember that punctuating like comma and double quotation mark in writing direct speech is very important. Now let's look at the examples. When the quoted speech goes at the end of the sentence, so look at the screen, the doctor said, comma, and then the quotation mark. Take your medicine every day. Full stop, quotation mark. So, look carefully at the quotation marks and also the comma. Okay, we have 5 sentences here, and you have to pay attention to the punctuating. Okay, so next slide is the example of when the quoted speech begins the sentence. Here I put some examples of quoted speech, like number 1, quotation mark, I have always loved you, comma, quotation mark, Ronnie whispered. And number 2, take your bags and report to section 5. The surgeon screamed. Okay. And number 3, quotation mark, why do you always bother me? Okay. The trainer asked, and so on and so on. So we put here in the beginning of the sentence. And here is the examples when the quoted speech is split by the subject and verb. Look at number 1. I think, comma, Bob commented that this is the worst day of my life. Number 2, quotation mark, could you please explain, comma, quotation mark, Karen asked, comma again, and then quotation mark, why you are always so rude, quotation mark, and number 3, and so on and so on. So the subject and the verb is in the middle of quoted speech. Okay, now we go to lesson B, indirect or reported speech. Indirect or reported speech is when we tell someone what another person said. It is a means of expressing the content of statements, questions, or other utterances without quoting them explicitly. Remember, tenses changes when using reported speech. Here are some examples of indirect speech. This is the changing from direct speech into indirect speech. Like number one, I love you. She said that she loved me. So this is from simple present to simple past. Love is verb 1, and then when it becomes indirect speech, it becomes loved. She said that she loved me. So said is verb past, and then loved also simple past. Look at number 2. I am going to the party. She said that she was going to the party. So it was from am going, now becomes was going. Number 3. I have eaten already. She said that she had eaten already. This is from present perfect to past perfect. Next, I bought a new coat. In direct speech, it becomes she said that she had bought a new coat. And another sample from past progressive. I was sleeping at that time. When it goes to the direct speech, it becomes she said that she had been sleeping at that time. Next sample. You will have a test next Thursday. The professor said that we would have a test next Thursday. I will be traveling to Spain next month. When it goes to the direct, it becomes she said that she would be traveling to Spain next month. Next sample, you can eat whenever you want. The doctor said that I could eat whatever I want. So look here, this can eat, it becomes could eat. Next, the next sample is from imperative sentence. Eat your vegetable. My mother told me to eat my vegetables. Don't hit me. She told me not to hit her. Are you hungry? My mother asked me if I was hungry. Where are you going? She asked me where I was going. Note: please remember that in spoken grammar, the simple present is sometimes reported in the simple present when the action has just occurred or if the statement is a well-known fact. Look at the samples. Ruth says that she loves her husband a lot. So the situation is Ruth until now still loves her husband. So we can say the indirect speech, we can report the sentence like this. Ruth says that she loves her husband a lot without changing the verb into past. And number 2, Daniel says that his new cat is a Persian. So this is the fact that the cat is a Persian, not kind of Angora cat or some other types of cat. So everyone, that was the lesson. Now we go to exercise. You have to change the quoted speech into reported speech. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Number 1. Susan said, I don't like chilies. Okay, now the answer of number 1 is okay. Susan said that she didn't like chilies. Number 2. Jane arrived on Saturday, he said. And the answer is, he said that Jane had arrived on Saturday. Number 3. I am reading a book, he explained. And the answer is, he explained that he was reading a book. Number 4. Can you speak Spanish? John asked me. And the reported speech is, John asked me if I could speak Spanish. Number 5. Mother said to me, open the door. And the reported speech is, Mother told me to open the door. Okay, that's all, everyone. I hope you are satisfied with my explanation. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Well, that was the lesson about direct and indirect speech. I hope you could follow it and understand it so you can practice it in your speaking English. Thank you very much for the watching, and see you later in another English video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Bye.